What's up, guys? Mr. Lee Redmond here of episode number 12 of the El Salvador Road to the World Cup series. I have now completed the Central American Nations Cup. I've also done one of the World Cup qualifiers as well, mainly because the it was like a couple of days after the start of the actual. It was actually a couple of days after the Central American Nations Cup was finished, so I thought I might as well play that. So we'll get straight into it. As you can see, as you remember, I drew Honduras, Costa Rica and Belize. I beat Honduras 3-1 in the first game. Lacana put them 1-0 up in the 18th minute. Then Irza Santos in the 26th, and then him again in the 39th put me 2-1 up, and I stayed that way till half time. And then Maldonado in the 64th minute put me 3-1 up, and I held on to the end of the game to take all 3 points. It was 18 shots to 3 in my favour, 9 shots to 1 on target in my favour, and I took 60% of the possession. In the second game, I lost 3-2 to Belize. Was not very happy with this result at all. Victor Smith put Belize 1-0 up in the 15th minute. Arturo Alvarez in the 19th minute for me equalised. Went into half time 1-1. Christian Bautista 4 minutes after half time put me 2-1 up, looking for my second win of the campaign. However, it wasn't to be, as Centino just 10 minutes later equalised for Belize, and then less than 10 minutes after that Thomas Cunell put Belize 3-2 up, and they ended up winning the game and holding on after I started to attack them. As you can see there, how I lost 3-2 I do not know. 30 shots to 8 in my favour. I had 12 on target to their 6, and 57% of the possession. So going into the next game, I would have to beat Costa Rica to make it through, and I unfortunately was not able to, as I lost 2-0. A Jose Torres goal in the 17th minute gave Costa Rica the lead, and a 1-0 lead at half time. And Joel Campbell in the 67th minute made it 2, and I gave them the win at the end of the game, as they had 9 shots to 8 in their favour, 4 shots to 1 on target in their favour, and they had 57% of the possession. That result made it impossible for me to actually qualify, as Belize were level on points with me, and Honduras were actually were bottom on 1, and then it was I was on 3. So it was Costa Rica had 9, I had 3, Belize had 3, Honduras had 1 after my game. So any result would put me out, and Honduras beat Belize to go through. In the other group, Guatemala and Nicaragua was a draw. Guatemala then beat Panama, and Nicaragua beat Panama to go through. I drew Panama in the 5th place playoff and lost 2-1. Maldonado put me 1-0 up in the 29th minute. However, Gutierrez equalised straight away for Panama, and then with 15 minutes to go, Vergara put Panama in front to give them, and they stayed in front to take a 2-1 win. We had 12 shots each, 6 each on target, and I had 63% of the possession. So to come away with a 2-1 defeat was really, really irritating. Costa Rica beat Guatemala 3-1. Honduras beat Nicaragua 1 after extra time. Guatemala beat Nicaragua into 3rd place, and Honduras actually surprisingly won the title, beating Costa Rica 2-1. So all in all, a really disappointing competition for me, especially as I'm going to just confirm this, but I believe that defeating the 5th place playoff means I do not qualify. No, I don't actually qualify for the Gold Cup. So basically, for the Gold Cup place, it's the semi-finalist and the 5th place playoff winner, and for the first time I do not make it into the Gold Cup. So it won't be too bad, because that means one video less, I suppose. So I have to say I was surprised to keep my job after that, because I was meant to make the semi-finals, but the FA said they fought long and hard and decided to keep me in the job. With the World Cup qualifiers due to start practically a week after the final of the Central American Nations Cup, it kind of made sense. And as you can see there, I've started with a win, avenging my exit at the hands of Costa Rica by beating them 1-0. Urzo Santos in the 57th minute has given me a great start, given me a 1-0 win. USA beat Jamaica 1-0. Trinidad and Tobago and Mexico drew 1-1. My next game is against Jamaica, so hopefully I'll be able to take some points from that. What I'm going to do is I will do the next video there after the USA game, and then I'll do one more, and then the next video will be there after the Trinidad game. So I'll still do this in 2 halves, but we've had a great start to the competition. I did beat Bermuda 3-0 just before Central American Nations Cup. Maldonado, Alvarez and Enriquez gave me the 3-0 win. One thing I was very surprised to see was, if I can find him, my all-time leading scorer, Rodolfo Zelaya, has retired for some reason. He retired and he's only 28, so I'm not quite sure why he's retired. Personally, he must be down to injury, because I can't see any other reason why he would retire. He got one achievement with obviously ourselves, and then we finished 3rd as well. Can't remember what I was in. Where did we finish 3rd in? Might have been the Gold Cup, possibly. Not too sure, unless that's actually personal for him. Actually no, that's he won North American Gold Cup Golden Boot there, and he must have done it for something else there. That's our one, and he's finished runner-up twice in the other stuff as well. So it's a poor competition, the Central American Nations Cup. However, I have started pretty well in the World Cup. I won't bother around looking at any of the others, to be fair, until the halfway stage. I don't know why I've done that. Until the halfway stage of my qualifying, because by the time I get to halfway, other teams will be closing in on finishing. So that is it for this episode, guys. Leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe, and tune in next time for the halfway stage update of the World Cup qualifying. And until then, guys, take it steady.